אוקיי, בעזרת השם, חובות הלבבות, כאייל תערוג, שר עבודת האלוקים. So we're talking about this code that Hashem implanted within our soul. Ahavat Hashem, the fear of Hashem, all the good midot are already implanted within us. It's not something that I have to try and bring it from outside. לעבוד על עצמי. It's just the wrong things that I bring inside, they make a barrier. Once we gave a mashal, you know, when the Kotel HaMaravi was in the hand of the Arabs, Jordan, so you know what they did, what they made that place for? Garbage dump. That's what it was. When we came in 1967, it was very sad. A lot of garbage was there. The first thing that the Israelis were doing is to take the garbage out. This is the house of Hashem. So when there's garbage coming in, the first thing you want to do in order to make the place proper, holy place, pure, first of all, take the garbage out. So within our life, we bring a lot of wrong things into ourselves. And it says, Bilvavi Mishkan Evnei, I should build a sanctuary in my heart. My heart should be like a Mikdash, Bet Mikdash Lashchina Kdosha. And it's ready for it. Just all my life with my mistakes that I did before, whatever I didn't know, whatever I knew, but I brought things in. And I made the Shekhinah like kind of go away. Because it doesn't work together. Now that I realize the truth, I realize the emet, and then the Yetzer Hara look like, wow, I'm so far away. It's so hard to work on my midot, to be tzaddik like him. No, it's not true. Just start to get rid of your bad habits, and you will see how the good one will start to come out, because the neshama is pure. The neshama is chelek Eloka mimal, and all the good midot are already within the neshama. Just because you bring physicality too much into yourself, so the neshama is hiding and you don't feel it. What do you feel? The body. So therefore, says the Rav, there are actions that we have to do. The love to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the understanding that Hashem is the Melech Malchei HaMelachim, when it's good, when it's bad, all of that, it is within us. It's not something that you have to go and get it from outside. Just take out the wrong things and this will be by default. But it's weaker. Why is it weaker? It's part of me, but I don't feel it. Why? בגלל תוקפו וחסינותו של הגוף ולחולשתו של השכל. We are busy mostly with our body. And we let our brain be mostly busy with physical things. Even if it's not like desires, women, whatever. Parnasa, food, the kids, whatever, mortgage. I'm constantly busy with physical things. So the real thoughts of emunah, of fear of Hashem, love of Hashem, fade away. I'm keeping my mind busy. If let's say you have a great deal that you're working on, and it will take like 3, 4, 5 weeks to work on it, and it will not be accomplished until those 5 weeks will over. Every day you have to deal with something, you have to run around, permits, this, that. The strongest machshava that you have during the day is the deal. Whatever you invest most of your day in it, Eliyahu, that will be your strongest machshava. If you have something that you worry about, and it's really strong, you're really afraid of it, that will be, you will do other things during the day, but this heaviness will be with you throughout the entire day. If you have something good, you're expecting now, your wife is expecting, and you know it's any moment, you go to work, but this excitement is within you, even though you do other things. Doesn't mean you're black, you do only one thing. But what is the most obvious machshava that you have? It depends what you give chashivut to, what you make important in your life. So since we said, listen, you have to live. So a person is not married, so you want to get married. So his mind is mostly busy with that. It's not a bad thing, it's a good thing, but it's a fact. That's the outcome of it. And so on, mortgage, food, the kids, whatever it is. I'm busy with everyday life. I'm not busy with my neshama. If you remember, we learned with the Rambam, once the Rambam came to a town, and they start to ask questions over there. He answered, and then he stopped. He said, bring me the knife of the shochet. So what happened? This kind of questions, it's not a Jewish questions. These questions, olam haba, reward, punishment, emunah, the Torah is emet, it's not a question. It's engraved in us, we know it inside, it's emet. Why you have questions? Something is wrong. The food you eat, things that you do, but you damage this information that you have inside from things that you brought from outside. Says that, I think it was the student of the Rambam said that it didn't take long time, and an army came, it was on the way, they killed everybody in this town. So you see, this information already is inside. And because I'm busy with everyday life, it is weaker. And then I think I have questions. מכיוון שהגוף מאוד חזק, השכל נוכרי אין לו מחזק ולא חבר, אין לו תמיכה מבחוץ. The body is very strong. The body it's not a bad thing. This is life. Since we were born, what was the strongest thing within us? Is the body, right? First is just eating and having waste. Slowly you start to walk. You start to get gifts, birthday, this, that. Everything is about the body. Then you reach a certain age, you come close to bar mitzvah and everything. They tell you now you have to be a tzaddik, you have to work on your midot. All of a sudden, but the beginning was body. That's the test. That's the way it is. You look at animals, after a couple hours, some half an hour, some 15 minutes, already they walk. They're a spider, bichlad, he's coming out, he's completely independent. Completely. Not even take time out to walk, nothing. Already he has the wire, he has the string, nobody need to teach him nothing. You go find a corner, jig, start to make it, and that's it, he's on his own. With us, since we have a test of neshama and a guf, body and a neshama, Hashem made it in such a way that the body gets strength in the beginning, and now there's avodah. How do I make my neshama stronger and to control the body? Use the body to serve Hashem. We all know that when a person, if you will not use a certain part of your body, they will, they will like die, they will stop functioning, right? I remember I had a knee injury and I had to go through a surgery. So before the surgery, about 3-4 weeks, I couldn't step on my feet. And after the surgery, the recovery time, it became like almost half of it. Yeah. My leg became so weak in very short time. Yeah. Because when you're not using a limb, it's losing its power. So באיברי הגוף, כולנו יודעים שאם הוא לא משתמש באיברי הגוף הם מתנוונים. They will die, they will stop functioning. And this is the nature of the body. And therefore the brain also. If you don't use it with the right thing, those cells will die. לכן מבאר הרב שיש פעילות מרובה לגוף. Our body is the most dominating. constantly active. You walk, you talk, you eat. Constantly the body is moving. The brain, you have to think about using it to the place where you want it to go. כל התאוות הבהמיות, אכילה, שתייה, רחיצה וכל שאר הפעולות שהגוף עושה אותם, אלה הן פעולות בהמיות, וזה מחזק את התאווה באדם. So says רבנו בחיי, one of the problems that we have is that we're mostly using our body, and the source of desires is the body. Therefore, the desires are stronger, and the machshavot of Kedusha are weaker, because that's the nature of our life. מה שאין כן לשכל של האדם, when do you use it? When do you use your brain for Kedusha? Usually, when you want to say bracha, usually. Many times people, even by that, they forget themselves. They just, I want to put this apple in my mouth. So there's a sentence I have to say in order to put it in my mouth. Have you seen somebody say, no, you didn't even realize what bracha was saying. He just said something that you have to say before you put the apple in your mouth. So although he said bracha, but he didn't use it the way it should have been. What is the bracha is all about? I'm taking now the fruit. I have to think. What is this? Where did it grow? What bracha should I make on it? Now I have to praise Hashem for creating this. And now after I do that and I eat, I transfer this physical act into spiritual. I did use my physical part of the body, but my brain was awake. The kedusha of my brain was awake. And now I used it. I gave it a stronger muscle to the brain on the kedusha side. A person come to tefillah. A person going to do chesed. I want to do a mitzvah. I'm using the brain usually to do it. The question is how much your brain is in that action. The more you will be focused in what you do, the more the brain will be awake and aware. But if not, unfortunately, a lot of our mitzvot are being done by default. Going to tefillah, it's a routine. During the tefillah, I'm thinking about my job or my kids or whatever. And then when I run out about whatever I have to do today. So I wasn't there. But let's say if I was there, still, how much is it of the day? 3 times a day, shacharit, mincha, arvit, bracha, hir, bracha, asher, yatzar. I ate something, I said Birkat Hamazon. The entire day is mostly physical. The body is in action. And just a small part of the day, the brain is thinking Kedusha. Hopefully, when I do it the right way. So, says Rabbeinu Bechayei, I'm just showing you, this is already the problem, why you have such a balance that the body is stronger than my Kedusha side of my brain. So, first of all, we have to understand, in order to solve a problem, I have to understand that there is a problem. When I understand, I admit that there is a problem, now we can talk about it. Somebody need a treatment, emotional treatment. But he is resisting it. So I don't have a problem. She has a problem. Everybody arguing with him. Whoever is contacting with, there's an argument or there's a fight. And he said, people, you can't get along with people. But everybody else is getting along. What does it mean? You have a problem. You don't know how to communicate. But as long as he's not admitting that he is the one who has a problem, there's no one to talk to. You can try and talk to him, you're talking to the wall. Only the day that he will come and say, listen, I have a problem. Everywhere I go, I have a fight. At home, with friends, with the neighbor. I need help. I don't know how to communicate. Now, there is a chance to help. Before that, there's no chance. That's why, says Rabbeinu Bechayei, let me first show you the problem. Now, when you have the problem, you can be aware of it. Now you can find a solution. Now you can try to see, how do I make the body weaker and the Kedusha side of the mind stronger? I want to conclude for today. We think that when we're going to have a comfortable life, then I will be a tzaddik. I want to be a tzaddik. Just since I have this and that issue and that issue, I cannot. But if I would solve these problems, I would sit in the kollel and learn the whole day. If I would have a house, right now I live in an apartment. If I will have a house, I will have a room, a study room. I will make minyanim over there, dreaming. But right now, and he's not doing anything. And always we think this is Yetzer Hara fooling us. Another day and another day. If I would have that, I would learn. If I wouldn't have that problem, I will do like this until the last day that the neshama come and find out that was your chance. That was your life. Exactly within these problems, Hashem wanted you to serve Him. And that was your destiny. And you thought if I'll just move away the problem, then I will be able to serve Hashem. So the Rambam, when he was 7 years old, his mother passed away. And his father married another woman. And this woman didn't like the Rambam. And she was abusing him. She mistreated him to the point that he ran away from home.
Wow.
And he was going from one place to another until he came to one shul. I don't remember the name of the rabbi who met him. Start learning with him. He learned with him for a while, and then he said, okay, now you have to go to a different rabbi. He sent him to somebody else to learn with him. And that's how we grew to be the Rambam. So, first of all, this is already a very difficult start in life. And he became the Rambam. But I didn't know this part of the Rambam life, that after he got married, when he was 34 years old, his two sons died on Rosh Hashanah. Two sons that he had, both of them died on Rosh Hashanah. And he asked to bring a shofar, to blow the shofar so we will fulfill the mitzvah of shofar on Rosh Hashanah. The Rosh is having like a debating, how did he ask for shofar? Is onen chayav b'mitzvot, he should fulfill mitzvot or not fulfill mitzvot. His two only sons that he had passed away, and within that year, his wife passed away from the sorrow of the two kids passing away. Later on, he married another wife, and only when he was 51 years old, that son came. When we say Rabbeinu Avraham, the son of the Rambam, which wrote the Sefer HaMaspik Lo Avdei Hashem, the famous book that we have from the son of the Rambam, he came when he was 51 years old. That child. And don't forget also. And also at the same time, his brother passed away, which he was financing him while he was sitting and learning. So now he has to take care of his parnasa. He lost his two children. Another wife now. And when he was a child, what a kind of childhood, and he became the Rambam. If I wouldn't tell you this is the Rambam, if I just describe a life of somebody, what are the chances that this person will be religious bichlal? He will have all the excuses in the world to say, listen, you don't know what I've been through, you don't know this, you don't know that. But when the mind is strong, and there is clarity about what I'm doing in this world, so the physical hardship will not take me off track. But if the mind is asleep, and the one that is mostly awake is my body, when the body suffers, it becomes lazy. Azov oti, en li koach, I can't, it's not for me. So therefore, we have to understand the point from what we're saying here, what Rabbeinu Bechai is trying to emphasize. A person has to work on the kedusha of his mind. A kavanah in the brachot, kavanah in the tefillah. Keep himself busy. Let's say we learn now halachot in the shiur before, right? Don't close the book and it's over until tomorrow. Keep yourself busy with this halakha in your head. And when you go around, try to find something that, it's connected to the halakha that we learned yesterday. You walk, it's a beautiful day, it's a winter time, but it's a beautiful day and you walk, it's sunny day. So now talking about it's a sunny day. Am I allowed to tan if it was Shabbat? Can I enjoy it or not? Keep yourself busy with that you're bringing the divine light into your sechel. You ignite this light within yourself. And like this, you become a holier person. Baruch Adonai Leolam. Amen.